Hi, Michelle from easyReportPRO here, and today we are going to talk about how we can customize standardized assessments. So the first thing that we're going to do is go to the easyReportPRO.com website and log in. Now, as soon as I log in, I will be brought to the easyReportPRO main dashboard. And where I want to navigate is to the templates section. I'm going to go to templates and I'm going to look at the easyReportPRO templates that we currently have available as part of our library and that you have available because you're subscribing to it. So as you scroll down, you can see we have a lot of templates that we can use for scored assessments. For this example, I am going to use the Preschool Language Scale 5. I just found it. Here it is. Now, you can see I made it a favorite. I clicked that star to make it a favorite for easy access. But before I copy and customize, I want to show you what it looks like on our platform as a smart template. If I click the title and expand all subtests, you can quickly see the template verbiage that is being used by the system. Now, again, this is SLP written. It is a smart template, so you'll see codes in here, which means as soon as you use this resource and put in a name, preferred gender, and put in scores, the names will be correct, genders will be correct, and whatever score you put in, that verbiage associated with that score will be automatically pulled in to your report. Nothing is generated. It's strictly from this smart template. So the one that I want to bring our attention to is the auditory comprehension. This is the one I'm going to use for the example, and the below average verbiage, this verbiage. You can see it's pretty basic. It could use a little bit of touching up, and this is what I want to do. So right from this screen, I could choose to copy this entire assessment. Or I can go back to assessments, go to my favorites. Remember, I made it a favorite. I'm just going to scroll down, and here it is. It's in my favorites list. Not as many templates, and it's easy for me to see and access. I can then click this copy icon, which I'm going to do, and then the system will say, are you sure you want to create a complete copy of this assessment? I'm going to say, yes, I do. I'm going to create a full complete copy of it. And now by doing that, that assessment will automatically go into my templates. It is no longer part of the public library. It is only available to me or the people that I choose to share it with. So I clicked my templates. These are, again, my private templates. I'm going to click last updated because this is the last thing I did. And that PLS 5 copy will pop right up there on the top of my list. I'm going to click edit it. And instead of copy, just so we know this is the one that we're using, I'm just going to put today, PLS today, just for an example. And the other thing that you should very quickly notice is now the display looks a little bit different. Now, instead of that text that I can't do anything with, I now have the ability to make changes. These are text boxes now. So I'm going to go into that auditory comprehension. That's the section that I want to change. I'm going to click expand. Here you can see I can choose what scores I want to track. Say I wanted to do confidence interval as well. That would be amazing. And, or not, or you can choose whatever ones that you want to do. And I'm going to scroll down to that below average verbiage. So here, this is that standard interpretation that we have available in the public library, but I also want to add in something else. I want to add in a little bit more detail. I want to add in that the student's name would benefit from support throughout the day to understand spoken language and concepts. So you can see it's just a text box. I can edit and add just as I would any other text in any other text box. The other thing that's really cool is that we have autosave turned on, so I don't even need to click update result. I can if I want, but I know that my autosave is turned on, so I am all set. The other thing that I want to do is I want to add a descriptive checklist, like a descriptive text box in between my subtests, so I can add in any observations or anything that I noticed during the test. I don't have to wait until I export it into my word processing system. I want to do it right here in the platform. So what I'm going to do is just kind of make things organized. I'm going to collapse all subtests. I'm going to go into this insert option, and I'm just going to put in text box. And here is going to just give me an option of what type of text box I want to enter in. I'm choosing descriptive text box, and where I want it placed in my report or in my assessment. And here I want it after auditory comprehension. So I'm just going to click insert. And now you'll see after auditory comprehension, that subtest that I just customized, I also now have a descriptive text box where I can add in any other information that I want. Now I can do this exact same thing with the other subtests, but because this is an example and we're short on time, I'm just doing it for auditory comprehension, and I'm just inserting the descriptive text box in once, but the process is the exact same. All right, so now let's see how this works when I go into reports. So I'm going to navigate up here to the report section, and I'm going to create a new report. And let's just create a new report. Her name is Molly, female. I'm not going to start from an outline. Instead, I want to just use that PLS5, that one I just customized. So I'm going to go to my resources, and here I can just put in PLS5, and you'll see all of the PLS5s that I have in my resources will come up. The one that we just did, I specifically changed the title to be PLS5 today. I'm going to click that. I'm going to add it. And now when I go to edit, here I can add in my scores. Now I changed the verbiage to the below average score. So I'm going to make sure I put in a score that will pull that verbiage from my SMART template into my report. I also put in that descriptive text box. So here, I'm just going to move it in so you can see it. Here, I can add in anything. I can add in anything. It was noted that Molly benefited from repetition. It can be anything that you noted that you want to be part of this report. It's automatically saved, so great. I can go in and just enter in my other scores, just so you can quickly, I'm not going to do a discrepancy comparison. Let's say this will be, I don't know, 86, and it will be 16 percentile rank. Okay, so as soon as I click close, my PLS SMART template will be automatically generated. You can see for auditory comprehension, that extra sentence that I put in is automatically there. And also because I put something in that descriptive checklist, that is right in here as well. So again, I can copy it, and I can paste it into my word processing system and carry on just as I would any other resource used from easyReportPRO. So I really hope this was helpful. I hope it showed you an example of how we can copy in an assessment. We can add in our own expert verbiage. We can also add in a descriptive checkbox or a descriptive text box and add in any observations that we have from the assessment itself. That again, all gets pulled into our report format that we can use really quickly when we are writing reports. Thank you so much. Please reach out with any questions, and happy reporting.